back to the Vent, Rebuild, Refocus podcast. I'm your host, that boy Reckless. I have the one and only Wolf with me.
What it do?
And I have the man, the myth, the legend. I understand.
Don't lie.
Kevin Norris.
Hey, how y'all doing?
Understand. Live in studio.
Right, the GOAT.
Listen, this is the rebuild. Understand? We're not moving off it because the rebuild, like I said in the last segment, it is a marathon, and everybody goes through a rebuild type differently. It's not just a simple rubric or a blanket for everybody to say, "Hey, this is how you rebuild." Everybody's different. Wolf, he spoke on his rebuild. I'll speak on my rebuild at a later date. However, we have the legend, understand? So let me just ask the question, being that this is the rebuild series. Mm-hmm. Have you, in your journeys to life and climbs, had to ever rebuild and just start over?
Man, I done rebuilt so much. I'm 48, so man, it's probably like 5 or 6 times I had to rebuild.
Okay.
Ain't nothing wrong with that though. You know what I'm saying?
What did that look like for you? Understand, to like the acknowledging that you had to what did that look like?
Well, if you're talking about my younger years, I really didn't know.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I grew up in a single parent home, so everything was like out of sight, out of mind. And I didn't have a dad. So, you know, like I said, it was, and my grandfather, he passed when I was younger. So, and my uncles, you know, I had an uncle who stayed in Chicago, but he still does. And then I had another uncle who passed. So I didn't really have any influential men, you know, at a certain age during the time when I went through the rebuild. So I didn't have that manly guidance.
Right.
So I had to pretty much just figure it out myself. But man, like I said, as far as like the rebuilding of it, it was like trial and error.
Right.
It's like one of those. You know? So it's like a trial and error in the first time I had to go through it.
So watch this, because you got street smarts, you got book smarts, right? And a lot of the street sense comes from trial and error.
Yeah. Because
you when you're in like the street atmosphere, right, and that's your environment, you don't have the male figures, like you said. Understand? You got you in that ambience.
Yeah.
Understand? And you're figuring it out.
Yeah.
You understand? When rules are drawn,
yeah,
I'm figuring this thing out. So that's for you to. A lot of people don't recover from that. Understand? So we gotta be mindful, and we also have to. That's a victory in itself, because I done seen men in places to where they're not coming back from.
Yeah.
I mean, it is what it is, because they couldn't navigate that rebuild. They, whatever they was in, that's what they was in, and they're stuck there to this day.
Oh yeah.
So shout out to that. That's definitely congratulations to that, man.
I mean, just a big shout out to you knowing that you overcame.
Yeah.
I mean, you're doing pretty good for yourself. For me, on the outside looking in.
Not to cut you off. You know, and like you said, you know, everything is God's plan. You know, you sometimes I think about it. I'm 48. The ideas and stuff that I had, I knew at 30 something I should have been doing this at late 20 something, but it wasn't his plan.
Right.
So you know, you kind of think like, man, if I was doing it this time, I've been here, but it wasn't his plan.
Right.
You know, like I say, you go say God's plan. You
Yeah,
know,
right.
I tell my dad that all the time. You know, your whole life will pass you if you don't do what you need to be doing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That God's timing is always. We always fight against God's timing because we don't know.
Yeah.
It's like, nah, we want it now. We want it now. We wanted it yesterday. But God is like, summer down.
Yeah.
And then when it do happen, it be like, oh, this is great. This is even greater than what I could have had.
Right. Because you could go into something with a mindset of this, but then God had already had this.
Yeah.
So you be like, well, what I was thinking wasn't really nothing. What God got for me is way more great. So, you know, you can understand that.
So as an adolescent, here we go. We had our first rebuild as an adolescent. Understand? And how did that further your movement into adulthood?
Well, like I said, my first situation, like I said, I had finished college.
Okay.
And like I said, I really didn't want to go to college, but it was like military, college, or to get your job. So
Oh,
I
college.
was like,
Yeah,
you go ahead and go to
big
college.
three,
You know,
yeah.
I didn't know, and I definitely didn't want to go to the military. Well, if you don't mind, I'm telling a real short story.
No, go ahead.
Okay,
No,
it was three of us. We were like kind of like you ever seen The Wood? That's how we were. Me and two of my homeboys, we were real tight, and we had said we were gonna go to the military, and it ended up being the one who said he was going to college. Ended up going to the military. I ended up going to college. So my two homeboys ended up going to the military, and I ended up going to college.
Did the swap out?
Yeah, and I was like, thank you. But I know I was like, yo. but as far as the during that time, like I said, you know, college trains you educationally, but they never train you for like skill wise as far as life. You know what I'm saying? It teaches you, you know, as far as like me for education, it taught me the education stuff that I needed to get a job as a teacher.
That's right.
But it never taught me how to deal with children with behavior problems or life struggles, frustration, and money-wise, trying to find a job, because that was one of the things was I thought when I got out of college, and this is the whole thing that they set up, you get out of college, you're going to have a job waiting for you right there, and I didn't.
No.
It was just so
I don't even know why they even present it
but
like that.
that's how they paint it.
Yeah, I know, man. But the reality kick in.
They definitely do paint that picture.
They do,
And that's they still paint that picture.
Right, that's a
right.
fact.
And it's a false reality, because the only thing your degree does is put you into a great interview.
Yep.
Yeah. You still have to sell yourself, right? And you still have to go on the job training.
Yeah.
Understand?
Yeah.
And you have to have the cognitive ability and you gotta have the know-how to keep the job and to retain the job.
Yeah.
Understand?
Yeah.
Your degree is just a key for an interview.
You're right.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't have nothing against highly intelligent people, but I know how to survive.
Yeah. A lot of them don't.
No.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I may not have all the credentials of what I need to publish this book, but I got my brother I could go to.
Yeah.
To help me get there.
Yeah.
I got you to help me get there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I had somebody tell me if I didn't go to college, I wasn't gonna be anything. I'm all right.
Yeah.
I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I still have common sense. You have a lot of people that from all over the world. I mean, like it wouldn't be like, for instance, I had a crush on my Spanish teacher back when I was young. Right? So yeah. So I used to always tell her every day, like when I'm in her class, why I'm learning this. I'm never gonna go nowhere to have to push out this type of language.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She said, well, you don't know. You just don't know.
Yeah, you're right.
I said, yeah, but you're forcing this on me and I ain't feeling it. But oops, dose, grace, you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I learned something.
Yeah.
It just wasn't a full sentence.
You're right.
So, you know, like I said, my whole kid, what I'm saying is, man, you can adapt anywhere.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, we're all rebuilding every day. You know what I'm saying? Your rebuild is different from mine. Mine is different from his.
Yeah.
But we can all take our rebuild, audit it, fix it, re-navigate it, and get to the finish line.
Yep.
And the purpose of the series is perspective.
Yeah.
Because somebody may be going through something, and Kevin's perspective, they may be able to take a piece. They may be able to take a piece from Wolf's perspective.
Yeah.
Like, you know what? Hey, Reckless perspective. And
Yeah.
like, you know what? I'm not going through what they're going through collectively.
Yeah.
However, I got some similar stops.
Yeah.
So I could use this as useful information.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm just, you know, like everybody's different. Understand?
Right.
Yeah. My rebuild is totally different. It's totally different from your rebuild, like you just said. And Kevin's, I know, totally different. Understand?
Yeah.
Right. But we can all share our story.
Yeah, we can. Yeah, and that's why we're here.
Yeah.
On your journey of rebuilding, discovering who you are in this universe, has any adversaries, understand? And we don't, of course, we're not gonna name any names.
Oh yeah,
right?
yeah.
We don't give light. Understand? We give insight and we give enlightenment.
Right.
However, we don't shed light on
individuals.
Yeah, it's not what we do.
Social.
That's not what we do. But have you, because the rebuild is such a critical phase. Understand? It's a trend. Any transition is at its most volatile. Like you're in transition, you're at a volatile point.
Right.
So in the rebuild, that's a transitional stage.
Yes.
So when the adversaries come, they be mighty.
Yeah.
Understand? Because you're rebuilding.
Yep, like I said.
You don't got all your resources. You're not at the pinnacle.
Right.
So the adversary is like, oh, I see it. Let me try to snipe him out right now.
Yeah.
You could touch on something. And how did you navigate through?
Well, the one of the ones, the last two that I really went through was relationship wise.
Okay.
I had been married for like 13 years, and like I said, when you've been with your high school sweetheart for so long or whatever, you're dedicated to that just one person.
Right.
So the whole thing of now you gotta start back over, and now you gotta see, okay, which lady's gonna be the one that's really for me, or she's gonna be another spectator. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that was what I thought I had built with my wife, or my ex-wife at this time now. But I had the plan, and I thought it was gonna be a great plan because I knew what I wanted to do with the community, and she worked with she was a hygienist. And she worked with teeth and stuff. So I was like, yo, how about we go to the community, and I push out the stuff for the community. While you push out, okay, it's important to teeth, brushing teeth, just the hygiene type stuff. But like I said, my plan to her.
I can understand that, man.
Yeah.
I thought I was gonna be with my son's mom forever, but my goal and her goal was two different goals. Yeah. So I can relate to that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I can definitely relate to that.
But it was, like I said, then.
But you overcame knowing that y'all navigated two different ways.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Most men, they can't bounce back from that.
Oh, it took a while.
Man, it took me about almost 10 years. But I kept it bottled up inside. Yep. I didn't let my brother see it shown. I didn't let my sister, none of them, you know what I'm saying? It's like, whoa, wow, this is a hard pill. And then not only that, on top of that, my son's not in my life. So it's even more measure. Yeah. So, I can understand, man.
But yeah, that was the whole big thing. Then I said, I thought I had a relationship that was going to be for the better, and as a man, I know this is gonna keep PG-13.
No,
but to be locked down, and this is just me talking, me being locked down 13 years. When you become divorced, you like that dog that came up there leash. You like you ready to.
What's out hyena?
Yeah,
what's out here?
I became wolf. So I really was, just trying to search, and find out, what I had been missing out the street. But then you find out what you thought you was missing out the street ain't really what you need.
No.
You need somebody.
Why? Because you passed that.
Yeah.
It would be different if you wasn't past that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You was committed to somebody.
Yeah.
The streets is a myth in all levels.
Oh yeah, it is. It is.
It loves nobody.
Oh yeah, you're right.
So I definitely feel you on that.
And that whole relationship thing that I had got into, it was. I found myself not dedicated to the community and to what I needed to do because I was really trying to figure out, okay, is this chick cheating on me? Is she, and then I don't have any children of my own, but she had children, so I was trying to make sure
you wasn't being played.
Yeah, I wasn't getting played with one with her, and then the other one was her children never had like a fatherly guidance. And
so
I came in and at a certain age, children are like, okay, and I'm not saying any child is not able to be reached at a certain age, but the son he still was able to, because he was in elementary, but his daughter, she was like in like 9th grade. So all her ways of talking back to her mom and all that stuff, I'm from the old school. I'm like, I'm 48. I've never called my mama out of her name, and I'm saying yes, ma'am, and all that stuff to her. But when you come here and you call your mama the B word, and I said, no.
Yeah,
so me and her, when the mom started bumping heads, because I'm like, yo, this is not where I'm at.
Yeah.
So that kind of threw me back big time. As far as I said, I thought I already had to be built, but then it was like, boom. Now I gotta start back over, you know. So
And so watch this. Inside the rebuild, right? It's a rebuild.
Yeah.
Because there's so many avenues of rebuilding. Understand? It's not just okay, one rebuild.
Yeah.
No, it's this relationship, this business, this school, this that.
Yeah.
Understand? And it's all simultaneously, and then some may not be simultaneous. It may be I gotta rebuild this first.
Yeah.
Right? Then I gotta rebuild this.
Yeah.
Right.
Understand? Hopefully when I get this fortified and I start rebuilding this, it doesn't knock this structure down here.
Yeah.
And I can be able to. So that's why it's important for perspective.
Right.
Yeah.
Because the rebuild isn't a blanket. It's not just I'm rebuilding. No. You got so many avenues to the rebuild. Like you're saying, this relationship you were rebuilding. It was you got set back in it.
Yeah.
So just speaking on unruly children, right? No, for real, that is a major issue.
Absolutely.
I'm talking about that could be a no-go.
Yeah.
It's like, yo, your children don't respect me.
Yeah.
We can't even be no more.
Yeah.
Because you're not gonna see it because that's your child.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right, man.
You're gonna side with the child.
Yeah.
Your child was here before I.
Yeah.
I get it. However, this isn't real life.
Yeah.
Right.
Your child needs to be disciplined.
Yeah.
Your child, I'm not saying needs to be punished. A lot of people take discipline for punishment. It's two different things.
That's way two different things. Yeah.
Your child needs discipline. She needs to know how to talk to an adult. She needs to know how to talk to you. If she doesn't respect you,
Nobody.
how could she respect me?
Yeah.
Understand? And that has to start with the biological parent.
Yeah.
Period. And if they're not on that, we gotta rebuild elsewhere. You understand?
Yeah, that's a fact. You leave that where it's at.
Let me go ahead, grabbing my rebar.
Yeah.
Understand? And my beans and land elsewhere because this is just gonna be bad.
Yeah. The hat gotta go to another home.
I'm gonna build this up 10 stories, and it's eventually it's not solid. This is sandy ground. It's gonna get knocked over because that storm is gonna come.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Especially with the daughter, right?
Yeah.
And I'm a male. That's a hard trajectory right there. Understand?
Yeah.
An outside male trying to. It's hard.
It is. The whole family didn't need, not to cut you up, but the whole family, as far as like the godparents and all that, they didn't see. They thought, okay, who is this dude coming from here trying to be your dad? I'm like, no, I'm not trying to be anyone's dad. I'm trying to give you structure, like
That's
you said. You know,
That's
talk to adults or your mom like
That's
that.
it.
You know?
Understand? That you could lose. It's young ladies losing their lives for reckless behavior.
Oh yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact, man. And then not only that, they more teenagers than the younger upper class ones.
Yeah.
We got young teen males that have no emotional fortitude, no emotional intelligence, and you got out of control female teens that has a mouth that's reckless. That is a bad combination.
Right.
Because the young male teen doesn't have a moral compass. He's gonna do atrocities.
Right, that's a fact. That's a fact. Yeah.
Because he's not looking like, nah, this is a beautiful black queen on this earth. He's looking like, oh nah, she talking to me crazy. And the female doesn't realize, no, he's about to commit an atrocity because he doesn't have the mental fortitude to sustain words. So we gotta, as leaders of the community, right? We have to invoke structure. Understand?
Oh, absolutely.
Regardless to the backlash.
Understand?
And shout out to you for even trying to implement that because hopefully she understands, like, yo, nah, that's something I needed. Understand? I'm not
One day.
I'm not doing this to be mean.
Right.
I'm doing this because
Yeah.
I actually care about you.
Right.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna tell you another problem that a lot of women have now, in this day and time. They so damaged that they cannot appreciate a real man.
And that's what she had came through. She had went through so much stuff being damaged as a female, that when it was someone who really didn't want her for sex or whatever, someone who wanted to build her up, but not just her, but bring her family, her two children, because I know it's a package deal.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to just single you out and just hope that one day
You can't do nothing but just pray for me, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I got 2-step kids right now. One is in the Army, and the other one just got into a union at a warehouse. So, I was in their lives in the beginning. It was all good.
Yeah.
But once me and the mom didn't see eye to eye, instead of me leaving, I just stuck around to see them get grown because I had got just that attached to those guys. And then I was seeing what their dads were doing, which was nothing.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You got one dad make more money than me, can't do nothing.
Yeah.
But guess what? I'm gonna get it done.
Yep.
Because he needs this. You know what I'm saying? And he in the Army. He's serving our country now.
That's commendable.
Yeah, it is.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like I told his dad, you gonna need your son one day. That's when you feel to realize.
Yep.
You know what I mean? If your wife telling you no, and it's just no, oh my bad, you wearing the panties, she wearing the boxers. I'm sorry, but I need help with your son.
Yep.
Financially. Just being a man. There's a man coming to another man.
Yep.
You have it like I got partners right now. They don't even care about their stepkids, and they in the house with these kids. So these kids got to go through. Oh, I can't get this. No, but my son gonna get it.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, dad. Oh, she's calling you dad. Hey, can you go get that? No. Hey, you need that? Oh, I got you. Man, come on, man.
Yeah.
I had to let them guys go, man. Close partners of mine. I can't respect that, man, because I stand on morals and principles.
Yep.
You know what I mean? If we all in the house together, we gonna take care of each other. You know what I mean? And with 1 foot in, 1 foot out, ain't gonna work.
Yep.
We can't mistreat children.
Right.
In that capacity.
No. It's just like when you stick your hand out to help the community, man. You ain't expecting nothing back in return. Why? Because God will return everything that you need. That's the reason why you're doing it.
Yep.
Oh yeah, so just to set the record straight, anytime we touch down, we taking pictures off top.
Yeah. Oh, so yeah, because I felt some type of way. I was like, wow, we didn't even get a picture. I'm constantly writing on that. I'm like, oh my God, like we were there, but I don't see us. So for FYI, we're gonna do it right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like I said, man, congrats again. 16 is my favorite number, bro. So this is gonna always stick with me to be a part of something that you had for a favorite number that I have.
Yeah.
And then it's a blessing and an honor to even meet you, to be around you. You have accomplished some things that guys at 48 would never accomplish.
Yeah.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And God still got more in store for you.
Yeah.
And then we're glad to be a part of what you have going. Because we've been on this since we were kids.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Now it's time for us to do it.
Yeah.
Forget talking about it. We about to do it.
Yeah.
No, yeah. It's a marathon. It's a marathon, man. Life is a marathon.
Facts.
You can sprint all you want to. You gotta start wheezing eventually. Understand? So just pace yourself, people. Understand?
Right. Everything don't have to be in a rush.
Yeah.
I mean, some things do take time.
Yeah.
Like I tell my brother all the time, if this gonna take the next 5-10 years for it to be like this, for it to be successful, for us to make our own channel on TV. Oh man, we got our own channel.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's good. It's worth it.
Yeah.
Didn't receive a lick of money. It's okay.
Yeah.
Because we're getting where we gonna get to. We ain't worried about no money because that's what we got jobs for. That's what we got LLCs for.
Yeah.
I'm a controls engineer by trade. We got good.
Hey, I'm a chef, so we good.
I don't even talk about finances, right?
Yeah.
We just live life, man.
Right.
We struggle like everybody else.
Yeah.
Trust me.
Right, that's a fact.
I know my biggest thing, even I know every time when I talk to y'all, I always, give you a shout out on Facebook, and especially when you share, or if I see y'all share some stuff. But y'all have it, just for the amount of time that I've known y'all, you've been supportive. And I met Records before I met you, right? But then I ended up meeting y'all again because Records was at the mental health event, right. And I didn't know who Records. Who this dude talking? I was like, oh snap, and then we became friends, and then introduced you to you. But people, and I know you've heard this before, and I've heard it. Sometimes people from the outside who you don't know will be your biggest supporters and people you grew up with, and y'all are prime example of two people who I didn't grow up with y'all, right. But when y'all saw what I did, right. You became okay. I got to get with him, and then I became the same way. Oh, I got to get with these guys. It's simple. It is.
Yeah. You see the brother moving righteous in the community. Takes zero energy.
Yeah. You're right.
This is the information we want to share.
Right.
Like the information that B shared is like, another prank video. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I'm thoroughly entertained.
Right. Woo woo.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel.
I laughed, but
at the end of the day, man, what we doing is still gonna get done. You know what I mean? The devil would never win. We're gonna we came, we sinned, and we conquered. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And that's how we go through life. We can't do nothing but keep prospering. Yeah. We can't do nothing but keep going up. We can't do nothing but add more people into the team.
That's it.
Because like you said, it's gonna take all of us.
Yeah.
Debbie's team is gonna take 8, 6. It's gonna take all.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You're right.
I'm gonna give a tidbit real quick because you said the devil, right? I love to talk bad about the devil, right? Do not make the devil equivalent with God. Understand? Yeah. A lot of people, they do when everything's going good. Thank you, God.
Yeah.
When it goes bad, the devil.
Yep.
You just made the devil equivalent to God. It's all God. The devil has no power.
Yeah.
Understand? When it goes good, God. When it goes bad, thank you, God.
Yeah.
Understand?
Yeah.
And remember, we share stories to where we took a route, right, that didn't lead us in a spot timely, because if we would have got to that spot timely, it would have been bad for a lot of people.
Right. Yeah.
Not us. A lot of people.
I ain't gonna lie, man. We were going somewhere that really would take us 15 minutes, maybe even 10 to get to.
Right.
Man, we went by the navigation on the phone. Man, it took us way out of the way. But see, God was already guiding us in another direction.
Right.
That's why we didn't get there in 10 minutes.
And not to say,
you know what I'm saying?
Let me clear that up for the viewers though. Not to say we was going to commit malice, right?
Yeah, no.
Yeah. But that's what it sounds like.
Yeah, but
we were not. However,
we were just going to correct something.
No, yeah, malice could have been had. You understand?
Yeah.
And the parties involved, it wouldn't have been good for them.
Yes. Yeah.
But that was God. You understand?
Yeah.
And we even said that in the midst of it. We were like, wait a minute, this is God.
No. and that's why I'm telling people, don't, like, it's all God. The good, the bad, the ugly, it's God. Understand? He reigns on the just and the unjust.
Yeah.
Understand?
Right. Yeah.
We gotta take the good with the bad. It's not, everything go bad to the devil. He don't got no power in my world.
Yeah.
None.
Right.
He don't got no power.
No dictation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? No nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, like I said,
Some remarks.
My closing remark would be, and I'm not gonna get it right when I say it. I saw something that you had posted. I should have wrote it down. You had something about a plan. A plan isn't. What good is a plan if you? I'm lying.
Yeah.
What good is a plan if you're not gonna implement it? That's not what it said, but it said something like that. But it was deep, and a lot of us have plans. I know growing up, y'all probably had plans of doing this. I had a plan.
A dream is nothing without a plan.
That's what it was. That's what it was. That's what it was. That's what it was.
That's a
Yeah,
fact.
that's something that I'm gonna get you to say that too. But it made a lot of sense because I had a lot of dreams, but
Me too, man.
with the dreams, if it just sat on paper,
Right.
or if it stayed here and I didn't try to do it, and that's my closing thing. If you have a dream, if you have a plan, if you have an idea, try to figure out how you can implement it. Don't just sit there and say, it'll come one day, because that someday may not be, may not come.
Right.
So
Right.
that's where
Tomorrow not promised.
yeah. In other words, tomorrow not promised. But yeah, I'll say that's my closing statement or remark is, don't put off. Go ahead and try or get with like-minded people.
Right.
Such as yourself or just anybody that's like-minded, and just figure out, because you never know who has different resources.
That's right.
I might have a resource that y'all need, and vice versa.
That's right.
Or the things that y'all do, I want to do. It's not that I'm trying to copy what you do.
No.
It's just you guys have influenced me to like, oh man, this is stuff that I wanted to do a long time ago.
Yeah,
But now
we're
I
in
got
two
guys
different
who,
age brackets.
If I come across, not to put y'all, if I have a problem, I can come to y'all
Right.
and say, hey man, this is what I want to do.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm gonna give you a shout out with the idea that you gave me, but I need some help. But I do, man. You guys have influenced me so
We
much
got you. We got
within
you.
just a little bit of time that I've known y'all. So it's like, man, I don't
Man, there's so many people that know you, man, that I talk to about, like, women across the street know you. You know what I'm saying? My lady know you. So you are an impact, man. You are a big impact, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, people know you that I ain't even know they know you.
Yeah.
And that's good. That's the way you want to be down here.
Yeah.
First time I met Kev, like he said, it was at the mental health awareness joint at the park. Now I normally don't pop out at parks. It'd be a little sketchy. However, I popped out. Understand? Q asked me to speak on the spot, and I still gotta get my public speaking up. Understand? That's the thing, right? I spoke a little bit, and then I seen Kev. Understand? I went right to him. I acknowledged it. I said, I see what you're doing.
Yep, so did. You did.
I said, I see you.
Yeah.
I said, if nobody else see you, I see what's going on. Understand? Didn't know him from like a hole in the wall. Understand? But presence, understand? It's when you got the familiar spirits. We all heard it. It's like, nah, we've been bros. Understand? We've been here before already.
Yeah.
With this energy. You understand? Shaking the community.
Yeah.
Trying to mold a community. Understand? So it was, and since then, effortless.
Yep.
Understand?
And it's kind of funny because, like, when I was in Memphis, man, what we're doing now, like coming together to do something, I've been already doing.
Yeah.
I just didn't realize I was doing it already.
Yeah.
Giving 50 pairs of shoes away. Going to talk to this,
That's the trial and error.
going to talk to my partner.
Yeah.
Like, I had 2 young partners that really looked up to me. I'm gone now.
Yeah.
One doing 60 years.
Wow.
The other one doing life.
Wow.
I'm talking about every Monday I'm with these guys. So to read their stories and see their life go down the drain, it hurt me, man.
Yeah.
Because we were in church every Monday. You know what I mean? Whether we were playing ball, we still was in the presence of the Lord.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So for me to see them spiral out like that and lose their lives like that, like, you know, anytime you're incarcerated for life, your life is gone.
Yeah.
You're no longer, I mean, you got people that love you may still.
Let me say this. Life is life wherever you're at, right? So, and then we don't know the journey of everybody.
True.
Jesus had a journey, and he died for his journey. Understand? It's just like anybody else. Tyrone couldn't have died for his journey.
Yeah.
Understand? You see, so if he's incarcerated, for me, I look at it, that's just his life's journey. Understand? Whether he accepts it or not, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Now imagine Jesus not accepting his journey.
I couldn't imagine that.
Exactly. Exactly. So when we look at other people's journeys, I don't look at it like, oh man, he's dead. No. that's what life set out for him.
Yeah,
It is what it is.
And you're right, and I can understand that.
Yeah.
But being a mentor,
it's
different. It's different for me, bro.
Yeah.
I get it.
You know what I mean? Like these guys will call me, hey, what I need to do on
Get
this,
it.
or hey, what we doing today? I'm like, wait a minute. Now I'm just leveling y'all up, and I ain't here to hold your hand.
Yeah.
Imagine this though. Imagine all that calling they were doing while you were with them. They using that now to where they're at now. Understand? So your mentorship played its purpose. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're right.
I look at I be looking at stuff from a whole different aspect. Understand?
Yeah.
What's gonna be is gonna be.
Yeah. Just like he told me a couple months ago, he said, well, this is a do-it-yourself world.
Yeah.
I hate to go in Walmart and spend $300-400, and I gotta cash myself out.
Yeah.
I gotta bag my own
For
stuff.
real.
I'm flabbergasted. Let me go on the line.
Yeah.
Let her cash me out. Let them bag it up. Let me pay you.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? I don't like self-checkout. I hate it.
Me too.
I hate it. I'm not gonna be able to adapt to it, but I gotta go through it.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Electric cars. I don't care for electric cars.
Yeah, me either.
Because one thing about it is all computerized. You ain't got that paper.
Yep.
Oh boy. Let that Tesla light come on.
I know.
Woo! Woo, man, you'll be like, oh, wait a minute, this going back. So, you know, I mean, like I said, I just tell everybody, man, at the end of the day, stay in your lane.
Yeah.
You know, stay in your finance bracket. You know, stay in your own box. Because that's what I do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, I wish I could make the money my brother make, but I'm going to get there one day.
Yeah. Me too.
You know what I'm saying?
Let's take touch the green.
But you know, but I know that we all right.
Yeah.
No, absolutely.
You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
I know we all right, whether if the bill's up ahead, if they behind, or if they just right there on time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We all right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
We ain't lost nothing. We go gain everything, and we go push these people to where they need to go.
Yeah.
Why? Because God got us on a different type of path in life.
Yeah.
You understand?
The picture is already given.
Right.
You just gotta go through the journey.
Mm-hmm.
Facts. Yeah.
With that, live life, love life, pursue happiness fearlessly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love your neighbor. Be
Yeah.
good to the people that's good to you.
Yeah.
And pray for the people that's not in your favor.
That's it.
Stay away from
Nah,
Peace and blessings.
as much as you can.
Far away.
Yeah.